I know that there's something you wanted to say because you told me you did in connection with the shooting in Vegas and guns and the whole debate over gun registration, gun regulation. Tell me what it is you want to say.
Yeah, I just, first of all, the tragedy that happened in Las Vegas is something that I think we can all really empathize with the victims, and it's it's the worst shooting in U.S. history, mass shooting in U.S. history, and for those people we're sad. And as we get into this debate, there really shouldn't be a debate going on. As someone who,
meaning what?
I just think as someone who collects guns, and you think about
You're talking about yourself.
Myself, yeah.
How many guns do you own?
I don't know. Truthfully, I don't
Dozens?
know. Dozens, yeah. My son and I, we're very close to the military and military veterans and people that have fought for us, fought for our freedoms, and some have paid the ultimate price, and others have come back, and we try to help integrate them into society. Those people are friends of ours, and my son and I have this, we have this place here that we enjoy, and just when I think about this debate, should guns be registered? Absolutely. Should people be able to sell a gun from one to another without recording the buyer and the seller? Should every gun have a serial number and be registered with the federal government and local authorities? I think this is a no-brainer. That's just a pragmatist. The NRA fights that tooth and nail. The easy give in this situation is, oh yeah, well, we'll eliminate bump stocks. Well, the bump stock is the thing that turned the semi-automatic gun into the automatic gun. Well, that's easy because I know a lot of gun owners. I don't know anyone that has one. Okay, so that's kind of a throwaway. The real debate is we should start registering guns. Now, truthfully, none of this would have stopped the shooting in Vegas, right? Even in mental health exams, registration, this guy could have passed all these tests in theory from what I read. So it wouldn't solve that situation. But I think that the Republicans need to give here and really start just registering all the guns, and also maybe eliminating the ability of the general public to buy some crazy weapons that you can buy today.
So forget about the Republicans for a moment. What do you say to those people who listen to the point that you just made and say, hang on a second, that's an infringement upon my basic rights as a U.S. citizen granted to me by the Constitution and constitutional amendments?
Yeah, I mean, because now you're getting into the, let's say, where do you draw the line? Like,
I guess I am.
Is your right to bear arms the right for you and I to buy a battleship and put it here in this lake and have a gun that's 30 feet long that can shoot a projectile 50 miles? I mean, is that your right to bear arms? Or is your right to bear arms your right to have a shotgun and a deer rifle and do whatever you want to do on your property? But maybe you shouldn't have a gun that can be a machine gun unless you really go through all of the hoops with the government and mental health authorities. Or maybe you shouldn't have a gun that can take a plane down at the end of a runway. Again, where do you draw that line? I'm not suggesting that I know where to draw that line. I know personally where I'd draw it, but I don't know where the country should draw it. I just think that you have this right to bear arms, and of course, I agree with that right. But I also think there's some commonsensical things that need to be done with the gun lobby and gun registration and the way guns are sold back and forth to one another that could really help. Again, it won't solve the whole problem, but it could really help our country, and I think it's something it's easy. This is something that should be easy. Like, when you buy and sell a car, everyone has a title, everyone has a registration, everyone registers their car sale with the local authorities. Why shouldn't you have to do that with a gun? Like, this is just easy, it's sensical.